Oh, there you are, YouTube. So I think what we're going to do is go to my movie collection behind me, pick out 3 movies at random with my eyes closed, and then rank those movies from most favorite to least favorite. I call these random rankings. Let's get to picking some movies. Should I pick 3 movies that are right next to each other? I'm looking at the camera, I'm not looking at the DVDs, but I'm just going to grab right here. 1, 2, 3, right next to one another, and let's see what we got. You probably already know if you could see the spines. All right, let's check it out. Okay. Oh, Saving Private Ryan. A lot of people think this movie should have won Best Picture over Shakespeare in Love. What do you think? Ah, man. Nanny Diaries. I only saw this once, so I don't know. That's always hard when I've seen a movie once to judge it. But this was purchased from the library. I think my stepfather probably bought this. And, ooh, Out of the Furnace. That's a good one. I think I've only seen this once, maybe twice, but I do remember it being good. But let's see how these movies rank. Okay, so let's go by these one by one. Okay. Saving Private Ryan, fantastic film, directed by Steven Spielberg. That opening, man, that's kind of hard to watch. I mean, I watched just the opening, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago or something like that, and it was like, wow, this is super, extremely powerful. So, just an all-around good movie. I guess the thing I don't like, and I think it was done purposefully so, but it was very, like, what do you call that? The false, unreliable narrator sort of thing, unreliable director. When Steven Spielberg gave us the old man's eyes dissolving into Tom Hanks's eyes. So we were meant to believe that when we're watching this movie, we are watching that Tom Hanks as the younger version of that old man. So that was manipulative, and I don't know, maybe it was the best way to go. I haven't really thought about how the movie would go if we were told initially that that was Private Ryan, but I don't know. I just, that sort of dissolve is usually designed specifically for telling a truth, I guess. The way it was used in this movie, it was shown to be telling us a truth, informing us, the viewer, and then the rug was pulled from us, and it's like, nope, actually that was not young Tom Hanks. Am I right? That's how I remember it anyway. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it was a sort of deceptive piece of editing right there. But otherwise, fantastic movie all the way through. Except for maybe that dissolve. Nanny Diaries. This is... Okay, so I got it from the library, but I don't remember Chris Evans in this. I don't remember Alicia Keys in this. I only remember Black Widow in it. Laura Linney's in it? Yeah. I mean, I remember thinking this was like a nice watch, but what? I just can't believe Chris Evans was in this. Why don't I remember that? That's strange to me. But, I mean, I don't know. I wish I had more to say on this movie, but I don't. Other than it was a nice watch at the time, but I've forgotten so much about it. I don't really know what I can do. And I sort of feel this way to an extent. I remember the overall tone and mood of Out of the Furnace and it being a fantastic movie in certain scenes, but I couldn't sit here and give you a synopsis. Although when it comes to movies I know really well, I can barely give you a synopsis. If you watched any of my vlogs, that's just sort of how I am. I just jump around when it comes to telling a movie synopsis. But this movie, Christian Bale, some of his greatest work, I mean, I feel like most of the things he does, you know, people could say that, but this is a fantastic film. Look at this cast. Christian Bale, Woody Harrelson, Casey Affleck, Forrest Whitaker, Willem Dafoe, Zoe Saldana, and Sam Shepard. So we got a great cast here. I remember like it sort of had like vibes of Winter's Bone, but maybe like darker and grittier, and I don't know. I just feel like those two movies would be a great pairing maybe you shouldn't watch them together because it would just be a little bit too intense, but they sort of reminded me of each other. Anyway, Richard Roper on the back says that this is one of the best movies of the year. When did this come out? Can't really tell, it's too dark. But it's a fantastic movie that I need to watch again. I remember thinking my wife might like this movie. I saw it before I got married, and I still have not shown it to her, I don't think. We may have watched it, but I'm pretty sure I've only seen this once. If I saw it twice, it was showing it to her, but I don't think I had that chance yet. But anyway, great movie. Let's see how these films stack up against one another. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear this one is last, but then the question is these two. Like, if I had watched this one more, I mean, this is a great movie, fantastic film. I just wish I had seen it more recently so I could give a more definitive answer, because I'm afraid what's going to happen here is that this is going to be automatically the winner just because I know it a lot more. And I do have that one really big problem with the movie. But I could also be misremembering the way that it's being used. I remember it being manipulative and sort of like a lie. The edit, anyway, in what it was trying to tell us. So I could be wrong on that, though. You know, I've seen this movie a number of times, but I don't know. I could be misremembering. Regardless, I know this movie pretty well, and this one right here, I don't. But I remember it was fantastic. But is it as good as this? I mean, this movie is great, an American classic, and just fantastically shot in other ways, very emotional, and man, it's just a great movie. I love Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is, you know, my favorite actor of all time, which I know is cliche, generic, and boring, but I don't know, he is. I think he's the greatest. Has a lot of range. I don't think he uses a lot of that range much anymore, but his career has a lot of range. And I'd like to see him branch out and maybe use some of that range again. Do some extreme comedy like he did back in the 80s. I'd like to see that. I think maybe the farthest range we've seen him do recently might have been Cloud Atlas. But regardless, still my favorite actor. But yeah, this is ultimately our ranking right here. We have this special edition set right here, and we have this Blu-ray right here, and then this library purchase right here. Saving Private Ryan, Out of the Furnace, and Nanny Diaries. That's my ranking. Have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three of them, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching this random ranking, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.